Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. This special May the 4th be with you edition. Good old Star Wars. I'm old enough to have seen Star Wars in the cinema. I was young. I'm not that old. But, yeah. An experience. Definitely an experience. It is May the 4th here in Australia. So I thought I'd celebrate by playing some Star Wars Marvel Champions custom Star Wars content. It's my own, in fact. There's some Star Wars content from the community that is available. Rick Bobber has a whole bunch of stuff that he's done in sort of like a campaign / thing with a whole bunch of extra cards and stuff. And Super Mario also did a whole bunch of custom cards. I'll be using some of Super Mario's cards as well. And a bunch of other people have done some stuff. And I have as well. So I'm going to be playing my stuff. I have made a Luke Skywalker and a Han Solo. And they will be playing against my custom scenario called Blackwing Resurrected, which is a sequel to a actual Star Wars property called Dark Feast or something. It's suddenly gone from my brain. There's a book called Death Troopers, which then has its own sequel that involves the Blackwing Project, which is essentially Star Wars zombies. It's a Sith Lord tries to become immortal using a product that he calls Blackwing, or it's called like the blood or something. And it is, of course, a virus and infects everybody, and what hits the fan. It's an interesting concept. The one thing I don't like about it is that the zombies are sentient to a degree. But other than that, it is as close to Star Wars zombies as you're going to get. It does have a kick-butt cover to its book. I will give it that. It's awesome. When I first saw it, I was like, wow. Like, just who thought Lucasfilm would allow this? Like, it's crazy. It's very violent. So yeah. So we will be doing that. This is my take on it. It's kind of difficult. So I'm going to see how it goes. It still needs playtesting, hence the stream. I spent the afternoon rejigging and sort of prettying up Luke and Han. So hopefully they go alright. But they also need playtesting. So let's see how we go. I'm two-handing it. Double manning it. The idea was that I would have somebody play with me, but that fell through, so it's just me on my lonesome. Hopefully, as a bit of a preview for the next episode, I will have a special guest on. I don't want to say too much, just in case it falls through. It's already fallen through once before, last week. So let's hope we can jump on and get that done. But anyway, and I apologise for my horrible rendition of the Star Wars theme at the start there. I don't want to get sued. So if you do it yourself, you can't get in trouble for it. So it's fine. I didn't play the official thing. So, salvage mission. Rebel Command has requested that you investigate an abandoned Imperial Raider before the Imperials salvage it. Scans indicate no life signs. Wait. I have not updated this card. One Sekaruni. I think it's just a cosmetic change. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Rebel Command has commenced that you investigate an abandoned Imperial Raider before the Imperials salvage it. Scans indicate no life signs. So you and your team board without fear. The irony. Contents: Lord Baal 1, Lord Baal 2, Lord Baal 2 and 3 instead for expert mode. We're not playing expert mode. Blackwing Resurrected and standard encounter sets, and 1 modular encounter set recommended. Science and sorcery. I might actually make that. Actually, no, I might make it that it's mandatory, not recommended. Yeah, I'm going to make it mandatory. So they're all in there. Ready to go. Set up. Set Hasty Barricade aside out of play. It's Hasty Barricade. It's got a lot of text. I need to clean that. There's a lot going on. Then proceed to 1B. The Dead Walk! The way back to your ship is blocked, so you are forced to travel deeper into the derelict ship to escape the horrors chasing you. Dun, dun, dun. When revealed, each player this art doesn't is magnificent, and this picture doesn't give it justice. it's like this long, it's like down here. It's a shame. Each player searches the encounter deck for an infected trooper minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. So let's search for an infected trooper. There we go. And another one. Here's another one. Why hasn't it named? Oh, I failed myself. The one thing I complain about every video. Infected trooper. There we go. Although I don't normally play two-handed, so I guess that's probably worse. Maybe I just did one. Infected trooper. Look at that. Zombie stormtrooper. It's magnificent artwork. That's not the cover that I was talking about. You'll see that later. Undead. Force response. After infected trooper is defeated, shuffle it back into the encounter deck. 0, 2, 4. They're pretty tough. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player must discard the top card of their deck. So we've got 1 to start off with per player. 1 per player. And it goes up 1 per player each time. Lord Baal himself is a 2/3 Sith Lord, undead. Lord Baal's attacks gain piercing because he has a lightsaber. Force response. After a treachery card with the Sith sorcery trait is revealed for the encounter deck, Lord Baal makes an immediate attack against that player. That's why I need to make the module mandatory. Otherwise there would be not enough Sith sorcery cards. So yeah, I'll need to change that. 12 hit points per player, so 24. There we go. Shuffle. Shuffle. And let's do it. Luke! Force Rebel. During deck building, you may include Force upgrades from any aspect. That's when I'll be using Super Mario's cards. Setup. Search your deck for a weapon upgrade, then add that to your hand. Setup. Put the Force Ghost Ben support card aside out of play. He's just up here. So he's just over here. Force Ghost Ben is a no-cost Force Persona support card. Luke Skywalker gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. At the end of each player phase, pay an energy resource or discard Force Ghost Ben from play. If Ben Kenobi ally enters play, discard Force Ghost Ben from play as a force response. Cool. So he's out of play there. And it's 6 cards. Let's do it. So there's Ben Kenobi, Speak of the Devil. Alright, so we've got Ben. Notably, I don't look... search for a weapon. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I've got Ben, 3, 2, 2, 3, steady. Ben Kenobi's basic attacks gain piercing. If Ben Kenobi is defeated, place the set aside Force Ghost Ben support into play. R2D2 support droid. Luke Skywalker gets +1 thwart because he has only 1 thwart. 1, 2, 2. So R2D2 makes him smarter. Exhaust R2D2 and spend an energy resource. Choose 1. Remove 2 threat from a scheme or draw a card. Plan B, you know what that does. Desperate Defense, we know what that does. So it's just there's Super Mario's reskins there, which is pretty cool. Here's one of mine. Basic upgrade, Form 3 Sorosu. The forms are the different types of lightsaber combat. Training restricted. Play only if your identity has the Jedi or Sith trait. After your hero is declared as a defender, exhaust Form 3 Sorosu. The defending hero does not exhaust to defend. Limit once per phase. It's pretty powerful stuff. And that, I think, I made more expensive. Wait, I need to just make sure. Star Wars aspects, basic. No? No change? Okay. I think I changed it to limit. Yeah. I thought I made it once per round. Desperate defense and mind probe is his force attack that he's allowed to do. So he is in protection spec. Play only if identity has the force trait. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Confuse the enemy. So it's not bad. All right. Mulligan. Mulligan Plan B. And R2? Actually, no, I'll keep R2. I'll just Mulligan Plan B. Looking for another force event. Preemptive strike. Okay, another defense event. That's not too bad. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'll do his setup, which is to search your deck for a weapon. I'll be searching for his lightsaber. Luke's lightsaber. Add it to your hand. I won't do anything else before I do Han Solo. Yep, so there's it is in his hand. Luke's lightsaber. 2 Jedi lightsaber weapon. We're making a basic attack. Luke Skywalker gets +1 attack against piercing. We're making a basic defense. Luke Skywalker gets +1 defense. Your response after taking damage from a ranged attack, deal 1 damage to an attacker. Wait, I think I changed that. Let's just fix that. Here's Luke's lightsaber. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. After defending against a ranged attack, deal 1 damage to the attacker. Not necessarily taking damage. Cool. Alright. Captain Solo. Scum Smuggler. A good blaster. Setup. Search your deck and discard pile for the Hans DL44 Heavy Blaster upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. I make my own luck. Alter ego action. Discard a random card from your hand. Draw a card. So let's do it. And then deal blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got a lot of standard. He's in Justice. I don't have any of his identity cards of any kind. But good to get Wiccan at the start there. Don't really need to clear the areas. Or a first aid. So I'm going to mulligan these two. Okay, so we got one of his cards. Shootout. Exhaust a weapon, upgrade you control. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 6 damage instead if the exhausted weapon was Han's blaster. And a power in all of us, which I don't need. That was okay. Alright, so let's do this setup and find his blaster. There we go. And add it to our hand. Cool. I should have a first player marker. Let's use the traditional one. Alright, Luke. We're going to flip to Luke Skywalker. Here, A New Hope. So 1, 2, 2, A New Hope, hero response. After playing an identity-specific event card from your hand, you may choose to shuffle it back into your deck instead of discarding that limit once per round. I need to immediately give him his lightsaber. So preemptive strike and mind probe. We'll pay for that. It's a good change in the picture. It's an awesome picture. Him assembling his lightsaber, but it's probably better if I actually had a picture of his lightsaber. Although he's got it on his actual hero card, I guess. So, alright, there's his lightsaber. Restricted. Making a basic attack. Gets +1, blah, 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 blah. Right, so let's give... I think it's pretty important to also give him Surasu. They take 4 to die. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him for 3. Should I use Ben to pay to put R2 out? I don't think he needs a lot of thwart, to be fair. I think we need Ben more than anything else. I think I might actually change my mind about this. Do I really need Sirisu right now? I think what's better is to put Ben out. To use these 3 instead. It sucks losing Sirisu, but to have Ben available, I mean, it means I can kill this guy off, which is helpful. Let's shuffle back in. Yeah, it sucks not having Sirisu, but I think that's the better option. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Need to do Luke's Han's section first. Han is... I'm not going to do... It's discard a card at random and then draw a card. Because it's at random, I don't want to do that. When I don't have my gun in my hand, I'll probably give it a go. Alright, Han Solo. 1, 2, 1. Rebel Scum. Han Solo's basic attacks gain ranged. Shoot first. Hero response. After a minion enters play, deal 1 damage to that minion. It's as simple as that. They enter play, he deals the damage. Straight up. It's pretty good. Alright. Well, man's no good without his gun. His trusty blaster by his side. Enters play with 4 counters. When Han Solo makes a basic attack, remove 1 charge counter from this card. Han Solo gets +2 attack and gains ranged and piercing for that attack. Hero action. Discard a card from your hand. Place charge counters on this card equal to the cost of the discarded card. This cannot exceed 4. It's missing the word this, but that's alright. Alright, so there's his blaster. And what else can we do? What else can we do? Powering all of us can pay for clear the area. Get rid of that too. And give me a card. What do we get? Smooth Talker, another one of his identity cards. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent all of that damage, then draw one card. If that card is an event, add it to your hand. Otherwise, discard it. I reduce the threat to 0, so I can now turn the tide and do 3 to Baal. 1, 2, 3. And then Han himself will kill this guy. Get shuffled back in. And he can still attack, so I'll exhaust his gun to use Ayla, who's Wiccan, to play a shootout and do 6 points of damage. Okay, ready and get 5. Ready and get 4. So Smooth Talker, turn the tide. Smooth Talker was already there. Trust me. An attack event, when a friendly character you control will take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, Council may interrupt. He'll do damage to the attacker equal to his attack. If this attack results in the defeat of that enemy, prevent all of that damage. So you basically shoot them dead before they can hurt your friend. Flyboy Friendship. Choose one, remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 2 cards, deal 2 damage to enemy. If you control Luke Skywalker, shuffle this card into your deck. Never tell me the odds. Choose a number between 1 and 4. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck where X was the chosen number. Add all cards with a cost equal to X where X was the chosen number to your hand. Shuffle your remaining cards back into your deck. Cool. Bit of card draw. The cards that Luke got was Power and All of Us, First Aid, Heroic Rescue. When a friendly character, including those controlled by other players, would take any damage, exhaust Luke Skywalker, prevent all of that damage. That character's controller draws a card. If this effect is targeting Luke Skywalker, do not exhaust him or draw a card. Rebel Heroics, Thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme, 6 threat instead if you control a lightsaber. And then Force Deflection, this is a pretty cool one. Defense Force, play only if your identity has the Force trait. When an enemy attacks you, choose a different enemy. Damage from that enemy attack is dealt to the chosen enemy instead of you. I like that. It's pretty sweet. Cool. Enemy 1, 2. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player must guard the top card of their deck. I discarded Never Back Down. Han discarded Enhanced Reflexes. Alright, villain turn. Lord Baal activates against Luke. Luke will I can defend for 3. He hits for 3, then plus whatever his boost is. And it won't be a ranged attack. It's a melee lightsaber attack. So I think I'll Heroic Rescue. So I don't exhaust. I just prevent all of that damage. So I prevent whatever damage is coming my way, which is 3 plus 2. Shadow of the Past. Hey, happy to see that go. So I prevented 5. And I didn't have to do anything about it. He then activates against Han. You know what? I should have saved this for Han. Because I can defend for him. Oh, he's got Smooth Talker though, so it's not the end of the world. He needs a spend to use it though, so let's use Turn the Tide to pay for Smooth Talker. So I'll prevent all that damage and I'll draw a card. I'm preventing. Oh, another 5. Sweet. And I draw a card. So I get my card back. Strength. Okay. Then we get our encounter cards. Counter. Luke's card is Advance. The Villain Schemes. Nothing I can do about it. 2 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. It's not good. And then Hans is Infected Trooper. As soon as a minion is revealed, they take a point of damage. Boink. That's pretty handy. Okay. First player goes across to Han. What is he going to do? This should probably be a team-up card. Although I can use it even if Luke's not in play. I just get to shuffle it back into my deck if he is in play. I'm going to use Never Tell Me the Odds. And I'm going to choose 2. So reveal the top 2. And neither of them are 2. So I don't get either of them. They both get shuffled back in. That's a shame. That is a shame. I'm going to use Trust Me to play Flyboy Friendship. And draw 2 cards. Oh. It went across to Luke by accident. Sorry about that. Okay, so what do I get? Alright, well, we'll use Strength to pay for Under Surveillance. And chuck it on here so that makes it a bit harder to scheme out. And then I'll attack for I'll attack the Trooper. Remove a counter. So he's well and truly dead. Gets shuffled back in. And then discard this to put 2 counters back on. Reload his gun. It's now Luke's turn. Luke. I'm going to use First Aid and Power in All of Us to pay for Rebel Heroics. I control a lightsaber, so I'm going to remove 6 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually only 5, but that's fine. Still got Force Deflection, but I've got nothing to use it on. So Luke will attack for 3. And Obi-Wan, I think, will just kick back. For now. Reset and get 5 cards. Okay, there's Millennium Falcon, which is pretty cool. Plan B, Soka, who is Ironheart. Reskin, clear the area. The Falcon is expensive, but it's worth it. It's not really useful in this particular game in terms of its abilities, because there are no other ships in this scenario. So it won't be used in combat. But it does mean that if I have it in play, there's another card. He has another card called Smuggler Compartment that can only be used if the Falcon is in play, which gives me +1 hand size. So it's worth having it in play if you can. I'm not going to go in any rush though. And then Luke will ready and get 4 cards. We got Leia. Luke Skywalker gets +1 thwart because she's smarter than he is. Shuffle Princess Leia into your deck to generate a wild resource. As an alter ego action. Force Training. Brady Luke Skywalker. Pretty handy. Endurance. +3 hit points. We know what that does. And energy. Alright. 1, 2. Each player discards the top card of their deck. Luke is discarding Heroic Rescue. Solo is discarding Endurance. That sucks. He activates against Han. He is attacking. I have no way of stopping this from happening unless Luke defends for him. Oh, I should have shuffled this back into my deck. And I didn't. Alright. Defending. You know what? I will. Oh, but then I can't defend for myself. Hans is going to take it. I mean, he doesn't have much of a choice. No, Luke's about to get 3 more hit points anyway. Yeah, Luke's going to defend for Han. 3 + 2 is 5. I get hit for 2. Boom. Thank you, buddy. No problem. Don't get cocky. Lord Bane activates against Luke. And there's no minions. You know what? Ben's gonna block. Alright, 5. Ben dies. He actually dies. None of this. He's just defeated business. He's actually dead. He dies, and Force Ghost Ben comes into play. Cool. Encounter cards. Hans first, then mine. I mean Luke, sorry. Hans is Infected Trooper. Comes into play. Luke immediately shoots it. I mean, Han immediately shoots it. Oh, this is getting confusing. 2-player is hard. Solo 2-handed is confusing as hell. Luke's encounter card is an Infected Trooper. After a minion in plays, deal 1 damage to that minion. Thanks Han, buddy. Pretty powerful stuff. Alright, that's the end of that. First player goes across. It's now Luke's turn. He is going to ready. Using Force Training. Leia is going to pay for Endurance. Keep the energy. Because I'm going to use that to pay for Force Ghost Ben, which is a shame that it's a double, but you know, I want to keep him in place, so I need to be able to pay for it. Luke is now swinging for 2, 3, 4, which is more than enough to kill this dude. Han is going to use first aid to pay for clear the area. Remove this 2 threat and draw a card. Oh my god, that's annoying. Luke Skywalker, his support card, which he can't play because Luke is in play. That's a shame because he gets him +1 defense. That is a real shame. So I can't use it, so I'm going to spend it. Plan B, and Luke is going to give me Ahsoka. He's going to give me a card. There's Chewie, my faithful ally. Scum Wookiee. Chewbacca's basic attains gain ranged and piercing because his bowcaster is insane. 1, 3, but with 2 consequential. 6 hit points. Yeah, he's a bit of a beast. And having him out in play is also important because there's another card that synergizes with him called Life Debt. Okay, so this guy, I don't need to use the gun to take this guy down because Ironheart can do it with me. If I shoot for 2, 3, should be enough to take him out and not waste a bullet. I don't need to waste a bullet on this guy. So between the two of them, they bump him off. Ahsoka gets a consequential. He's gone. Alright. Can't afford Chewie. I'm actually going to get rid of the Falcon. It's very expensive, and I don't really need it for this mission. Of course, it does. Although it does synergize with compartment and give me +1 hand size though. Oh. Dilemma. Compartment can also be used as a double resource, so it's, yeah, I don't know. I think it's, nah, I'll get rid of it. Alright, energize at the end. Wait, you get your cards, then you ready, then it's your end of your turn. So I might actually get another energy. So I get 4 cards. Do I get a better one to use? Yeah, there we go. We got use the Force, Luke. Yeah, I actually use that instead to pay for the Ben so that I don't lose him. Han readies and gets 4. Okay, so there's my 5. And there's the smuggling compartment. Play only if the Millennium Falcon ally is in play under your control. Your identity gets +1 hand size. If the Millennium Falcon is removed from play, remove this card as well. Draw 3 cards. But it can also be used for its double resources, which is what I'll be using for to get Chewie out. Boring conversation. We'll go through that. Remove threat. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. It's a thwart event. If this does not remove the last threat from that scheme, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Reveal that minion and put into play engaged with you. Okay, so everybody's reset. We go to the villain phase. 1, 2. We get a card discarded. Red 5 is my ship ally, which is of no use to Luke in this scenario, so that's fine. And Quake, Ran Kota gets discarded for him. He activates against me, and I don't have my defense events. So I'll defend, because I'm defending for 4 at this point. So that's not too bad. So 3. Wait, have I not had a single Sith sorcery discarded? That's... yeah. 3 plus 2 is 5, and I'm defending for 4, so I still take the 1. 2, 3, 4. There's not a ranged attack, so... then we get activating against Han. Ahsoka's going to take it. Oof, 3 plus 3. Relentless Evil. Ahsoka cops it. We're getting counter cards. Luke's is first. It's another trooper. Comes in with 1 damage thanks to Han Solo. Alright, we've got a side scheme. Dead end. Fleeing the undead horde, your group races down corridor after corridor, frantically searching for an escape. Suddenly, your luck runs out as you find yourself at the end of a corridor with a sealed door. It's a dead end! Assault. Basic thoughts against this scheme use attack instead of thwart. Force response. While dead end is in play, player characters do not ready as normal at the end of the player phase. Instead, as an action, players may spend 1 mental per character to ready them. And it has the hazard icon. Comes in with 7 per player. So it comes in with 14. We're going to break our way through this door before the zombies get us. Oh no! Okay. It's the end of the play, end of the villain phase. So first player goes across to Han. What do we got? What have we got? Okay, well, smuggling compartments, double resource is going to pay for enhanced awareness. That's going to be my readier card. And then I don't want to use Smooth Talker, and I want Chewie, but I don't want to use Smooth Talker to do it. Actually, I'm going to use Enhanced Awareness to pay for Boring Conversation to remove 4 threat. Oh, what am I doing? I use as Assault. Use Attack. We're meant to attack them. Well, that was silly. That was a silly thing to do. No, I need Chewie. I definitely need Chewie out. 1, 2, 3. It seems silly to use Smooth Talker, which is my defense card, but I need him out. I need to get rid of this dead end. So Han's going to spend a counter to do 4 points of damage. And then Chewie's going to do 3 points. Take 2 consequential. Come on, buddy. Between the two of us, we can go through them. Luke. I'm exhausted. Okay, I'm going to use force push to push this zombie back into the deck. And then Rebel Heroics is going to pay for Jedi Fury, which is an attack event. I can exhaust a weapon I control. I'll exhaust the lightsaber to do 6 points of damage to the door. Alright, almost down. Almost down. I'll save this so that I keep Ben, don't lose him, or just in case I didn't get another energy card. Back to Han, reset, get 5 cards. So there's life debt, there's the team up card with Han and Chewie. We can ready Han and Chewie until the end of the round. If Han Solo would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all of that damage and assign it to Chewie. I just remember that I forgot to put this back into the deck. Keep getting his action. Genius, enhanced physique, power, justice, genius, we know what they do. So cool. Oh, wait. I shouldn't have readied. Player characters do not ready as normal at the end of the player phase. Instead, as an action, players may spend a mental to ready them. So I couldn't use that because it was used. So these were all exhausted. Wait, how do I spend it? What's the sequence of events? You get your cards, then you ready. So I would have cards. Unfortunately, oh well, I'll use that. I'll say that's a mental to ready Han. Chewie, I can't afford to ready him. Well, I could. Oh, why have I got 2 geniuses in here? What's that about? Two copies of Genius. What a cheat. I'm going to have to check that after the game. It's most likely meant to be strength or energy. There's energy. Strength is the Gamorrean Guard. So I shouldn't have... Well, there's only 3 left, so it's fine. Yeah, no, it's just a straight up cheat. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Caught in the act. Let's get rid of that. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to say Power of the Justice is the one I used. Chewie can stay down. So then my turn. So Luke doesn't ready unless... Okay, so I get my cards. So you get the cards first and then you ready. So I get 4 cards. Right. I need to use the doubles. Oh man. Well, I need to use the energy to keep Force Ghost Ben in play, and I need to use the Genius just so I can ready Luke. This would just ready because it's not a character. This would ready because it's not a character. So Chewie staying down. Okay. Everybody else is up. Villain turn. 1, 2. He activates against Han. Han is going to take it now because Chewie is exhausted. So I'm just going to take it. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's crazy. It's got hammered. He then activates against Luke, who will defend. Luke will defend for 4. And he does 4. Alright, there's a Sif Sorcery card. So there's Sif Sorcery. Written there. Death is not the end. So, Lord Baal, after a treachery card with a... Oh, it's not a treachery card. Oof! Wiping my brow. Okay, so he just hits for 4. I defend for 4. So, that's fine. Nothing happens. Then get encounter cards. Han is first. Luke is second. Encounter card is... Oh, there's a Sif Sorcery. Speak of the Devil. Sif Sorcery. Sif Sorcery. When revealed, give all undead enemies in play a tough status card. He is undead, so he gets one. There are no minions, so they don't get it. And it's a Sif Sorcery card, so he activates. When a treachery card, the Sif Sorcery trait is revealed from the encounter deck, Lord Baal makes an immediate attack against that player. So he is attacking. I have to defend. 3 plus 1 is 4. Minus 1 is 3. Han just got absolutely hammered. Like, just slammed. We're stuck up against this dead end, and boom, Lord Baal went in there. When I first started this game, I was like, yeah, this scenario is pretty tough. And then for the first couple of rounds, it's like, is it? Is it really that tough? If I nerfed it too much? Like, what's the deal? No. No, it is tough. Yeah. And so, Luke's encounter card is the Hunger That Cannot End. When revealed, each undead enemy gets +2 attack until the end of the next villain phase. Lucky that didn't get revealed before Han's one. Oh, that would have been pretty bad. If there are no undead minions in play, discard cards from the encounter deck until an undead minion is discarded. Reveal it and put into play engaged with you. Okay, so I'll do that. Oh, there's another copy of Dead End, and there's an undead minion. Undead troopers. Alright. Goes across. It's my turn. Han is going to take care of... Oh, we should have had another encounter card each. Oh my god, there was meant to be another encounter card each. So that should actually be his undead minion. Because he would have had 1, 2, and then these would be my 2. Okay, let's do it again. So that's his minion, comes in with point damage. My 2 cards are these ones, which is Han's Obligation. Can flip to Alter Ego, I'll definitely be doing that. I can't exhaust. This card gains Surge, discard it. This card gains Surge into another zombie. Infected Experiment, undead. After infected experiment damages a character you control, discard top card of your deck. That card has a fist printed resource to your identity to direct damage. 5, 6 is an undead Wookiee. Luke's second card is Assault. The villain attacks you. I've got no way of stopping it, no way to defend it, so he attacks me for 3. There's the picture I was talking about. This is the cover of the book. It's got a meat hook through the eye. I mean, that's pretty brutal for a Disney product. Insight 1, and when revealed, oh no, yeah, he just attacked. So there's no insight. What am I doing? Pay attention. Stop looking at cool artwork. 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. I take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a brutal round. Luke is now player 1. Can I rely on Han to? Because he's in Captain Solo mode at the moment. I can't rely on him to do anything. He's got minions to deal with. Yeah, this scenario is still hard, I'm glad to say. I think I need to get rid of it. We can't handle 2 hazard cards, 2 encounter cards each. Plus this whole not ready in business. So I guess I need to waste a Jedi Fury. That's very unfortunate. I was going to use it against this guy. I'm gonna have to use it on that dude because otherwise we're screwed. I'm gonna Jedi Fury this guy dead. Because he can't take too many. And this guy doesn't scheme. This guy doesn't scheme either, so it's not too bad. Why do I think that was a mistake? Why do I think that was not the right decision? This is going to scheme out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might survive one. I'm going to flip. Yeah. Alright. Solo. He's in a bit of strife. Oh, before I flip, I shuffle this back into my deck. Bit of strife here. Genius will put enhanced physique into play. Discard a random card from your hand. Oh no, I can use team up. Oh, it has to be a hero action. Am I flipping up? Because I flipped down from the obligation. I could flip up. I need to flip up. I was going to stay down and heal, but I can't risk it. Because I need to shoot out and use life debt and ready them both. Because they don't ready normally. So I need to do it. Until the end of the round, if Han Solo would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all of that damage, and assign it to Chewbacca instead. So now they're ready at least. He needed to heal though, man. He really needed to heal. Han's going to shoot the door open. So that's gone. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Chewie will kill this dude. Goes back in. Take 2 consequential. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so cards. 4. No, 5, because he's flipped over. Get one more. Okay, I'll use energy. I'll use Defiance to keep Ben in play. And then ready. Positive that's the sequence of events. I just need to quickly check that just to make sure I'm not cheating. I've got paranoid now. wrong thing. I need to learn to play. You need to learn to play. Yeah, sure do. End of player phase. In player order, each player may discard a number of cards. Each player simultaneously draws cards. Each player simultaneously readies their cards. Player phase is finished. Okay. I was right, which is good. So I can use that card to pay for Forks Goes Ben. And then I'm ready. Now that that card's gone, I can now ready. Han gets 5 cards. He's only got the 3. So we reset the deck. Get another 2. And get an encounter card. Cool, so Ketsu on you, who's Miles, Boring Conversation, Lando, who's Monica, Clear the Area, and Endurance. That'll be helpful. Alright, 1, 2. It doesn't scheme out. He activates against Luke. So he schemes. 2 plus 1 is 3. I still don't scheme out because I've got under surveillance. He activates against Han and attacks. Unfortunately, he attacks. Oh, didn't ready. So unfortunately, Chewie's going to have to defend because Han will die if he does. So Chewie's going to step in for his mate, and he gets hammered for 4. He's gone. Rawr! Oh, that was the worst Chewie ever. That was seriously the worst Chewie I've ever heard in my life. Encounter cards. 1 and then 2. Luke's is first. R&D section. When revealed, each player may draw 2 cards. Cool. 2. 1, 2. But then, if you do not have an undead minion engaged with you, discard cards from the encounter deck until an undead minion is discarded. Reveal that minion and put into play engaged with you. Okay. Infected Trooper. Han then shoots it for 1. Thank you, Han. Han's got 2 encounter cards. They are Crew Quarters. When revealed, each player may shuffle the top 3 cards of their discard pile into their deck. Oh, I've only got 1 card in my... For Han, Luke gets the top 3. Defiance, Rebel Heroics, and Genius. Shuffle back in. Return the topmost undead minion in the encounter discard pile to play engaged with you. Oh no! Oh no, it's the bloody Wookiee thing. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be the Wookiee. Oh, I just got rid of it, man. Alright, well, I can't see move a point of damage anyway. That's terrible. And the second one is Fear Overwhelming. The player with the lowest current hit points, that's Han, discards the top 3 cards of their deck and has threat to the main scheme equal to the cost of the highest costed card discarded. The top 3 cards are Turn the Tide, so nothing, Surveillance Team, and Smooth Talker. So the highest cost one was 2, so 2 gets chucked on. 1, 2. I'm still alive by 1. Still alive by 1 point. Didn't scheme out. Alright. Player 1's token goes across here. Now we've got to deal with this crap. So. What have we got? We need to clear some threat. That's obviously going to happen. Let's use energy and Luke to pay for Lando. Lando will get me surveillance team, which comes into play with 1 extra snoop counter. Lando will immediately thwart for 1. Surveillance team will immediately snoop for 1. Enhanced awareness and enhanced physique plus endurance will pay for Katsuo. Who will thwart for 3. Down to 6. Two, three, 4. 2, 3, 4. I need one more resource. I can't kill the experiment. Instead of taking off the 1, 2, 3, I think I'm going to do 4 to him. I think that's the better choice. No, I meant to be doing the thwarting. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, the 3 threat removal is the better option because Han's now going to shoot and take off a thing and do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then flip because I can't get hit again. Although I do have defenders. No. Alright, I've made my decision. Luke's turn. He's going to wreck. 1, 2, 3. And then flip. And we're going to go to town. We are going to go to town. Let's do... Sidestep is going to pay for Jedi Fury. Exhaust the lightsaber to kill. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I don't even need to do that. Wait, let's rethink this. Do I even really need to wreck? I don't think I need to wreck, to be honest. I'm just gonna flip. I'm gonna not wreck. I'm gonna flip to Luke. Luke's attacking for 2, 3, 4. If I use strength and sidestep to put my Jedi Guardian class into play, I now attack with +2. So, and overkill, which is great. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to kill this dude. I'm going to kill this dude. So that he doesn't take any damage. I'm going to kill the Wookiee for Han. He's only got 1 health left. Luke's hitting for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do 1 to him and then 5. Oh wait, I've got piercing though. I've got piercing, right? +1 attack and piercing. You're right. So, so that goes and he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, does overkill take the piercing attack? It just says he's basic attack. We're making a basic attack. Luke's guy gains +1 attack and gains piercing. No, I don't think the piercing. No, because it's the overkill doing the damage, not the piercing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the tough stops it. That's a real shame. But I'm sure that's what happens. So that didn't work out quite as well as I hoped, but still the Wookiee's dead. The undead Wookiee's dead. This guy's still alive. I'm tapped. And I can't really do anything else. Although I could Jedi Fury. Actually, I could kill him. You know what? I am. I'm going to Expert Defense to kill Jedi Fury this guy dead. Want to exhaust the lightsaber, but it doesn't really matter. Get shuffled in. And then I can Jedi Fury again. Why not? Why the hell not? I'm just gonna unleash. I will exhaust this time, and this time I'll do 6 points of damage. Luke just going to town on this guy. Like he's had enough of this crap. All right. I get cards first. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then ready. And then cards is 5. And then ready. And I need to, well, before I ready, I need to spend an energy for Ghost. For Ghost Ben. And there it is. Alright. Luckily I got one. That would have been pretty embarrassing. He doesn't need any upkeep of any kind, so he's fine. It is the villain turn. 1, 2. He activates against Han. Han's just going to use Lando to block. Oh, I do have Smooth Talker. Actually, let's keep Lando alive so we can thwart. Let's use Enhanced Awareness to use Smooth Talker. Prevent all of that damage. So he does 3 plus 2 is 5. Gets prevented. I get a card. If that card is an event, add it to your hand. Otherwise, discard it. It is not an event. It is an ally, so it goes into the discard pile, which is a shame. But hey, it is what it is. Let's chuck some in there, and activates against Luke. Oh, he didn't attack anyway. Bloody hell. Okay. So he schemed for 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, okay, alright. Let's bring all this back. Soaker goes back in, that goes back into my hand, this comes back into play. Okay, so we trigger 12, we trigger to the next stage. Okay. A brief respite. You and your companions manage to partially seal some blast doors just before the horde reaches you. The makeshift barricade won't hold forever, but it will at least give you time to rest and plan. Proceed to 2B. Okay. When reveal the set-aside side scheme hasty barricade and put into play. Now, there's a lot going on with this side scheme, so let's have a look at it. When revealed, shuffle all minions in play back into their applicable decks. Oh, I've completely forgot it even did that. I didn't have to waste time with those minions. They were just got shuffled back in anyway. I could have just kept them alive. Could have just let it trigger and then come to this. Ugh, jeez. Force response. While Hasty Barricade is in play, any minion revealed from the encounter deck is discarded and a new encounter card is revealed. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme by players, and players can no longer attack Lord Baal. Forced interrupt. Whenever Lord Baal would attack, he attacks this scheme instead. Remove threat equals the amount of damage Lord Baal inflicts. Comes in with 9. When defeated, each player gets a face-down encounter card. Cool. So there's a lot going on. So now we've got a barricade set up. We got through the blockage. We've now got a barricade set up, and he has to bash his way through it to get to us. So it gives us a little bit of time. So he'll get. So it should take at least 2 attacks, hopefully 3. Oh, I just got a new follow in the last 28 minutes. Didn't even notice. Weed and Sun followed you 28 minutes ago. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. Next time, say hi. That would be cool. So now we still have Luke's encounter phase. No, Luke's attack, because he activated against Han and schemed. He now activates against Luke, but the Hasty Barricade is in play now. So now he attacks the Hasty Barricade straight up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get encounter cards. So Han first. And Luke. Hans is the experiment begins. When revealed, if you do not have an undead minion engaged with you, discard cards from the encounter deck until an undead minion is discarded. They should have the trait font. Reveal that minion and put into play engaged with you. Now that's going to whiff, because this says that minions can't be brought into play. Any minion revealed from the encounter deck is discarded, and a new encounter card is revealed. So what happens here? Does this create a loop? Yeah, well, it doesn't really, because you discard until you get a minion. Right? I've got a minion. That minion is revealed. Hasty Barricade says that it's actually that is now discarded, and a new encounter card is brought in. So that gets discarded. I now get a new encounter card, which is a minion, which gets discarded, and a new encounter card is brought in. Fear overwhelming. When revealed, the player with the lowest current hit points discards the top 3 cards of their deck and adds threat to the main scheme equal to the cost of the highest card discarded. 2, 2, and nothing. So 2 gets added. So it works. Luke's encounter card is Ganup. When revealed, hero, the villain, and each minion engaged with you attacks you. He doesn't attack me, he attacks the barricade and does 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. there should really be a per person effect. 9. So he's hit it twice. That didn't give us a lot of time, did it? Wasn't a lot of time at all. But still, that's 2 attacks that it managed to stop, so it's not too bad. Alright, player 1 goes to Luke. It's now his turn. We're going to get his robe into play. So 1, 2. No, 1, 2. And then, because I can't put Ketsuo in because Han's already got Ketsuo. Alright, so we're making a basic defense. Luke gets +1 defense. So he's now at 2, 3, 4, 5. I can exhaust the robe and search the deck for a force event and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. There's only 6 cards, so let's do a search. A force event. And add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Okay. And I think I can't attack. So I might as well just remove threat. Although he can remove threat and get a card. Probably easier for him to do it. I think Luke's just going to kick back for a bit. Actually, you know what? Luke's going to flip and heal. 1, 2, 3. Why not? Okay, Han is going to remove... He's going to clear the area. And remove that too. And get a card. There's the card for Chewie. Funnily enough, this picture for Life Debt, the Han Solo identity, one of the identity cards, is from that storyline, Blackwing. There's actually zombies in the background there. And this that Wookiee in the background there is a zombie Wookiee. So, which I thought was pretty cool. What to do? What to do? Oh, well, first I have to clear this because I just used that. So that's gone. What to do? He's going to burst through that any time now. Oh, I should wreck. 1, 2, 3. At the very least, I should wreck. I can't attack Lord Baal. Before I flip, let's do the random draw a card business. Let's see what I get. Smooth Talker goes. I go back to my hand. And then I draw a card. And I get Shootout. Okay, well that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think I'm just going to kick back. Actually, I'll flip. Because I've got defenders. So I might as well flip. Okay, Luke will get 3 cards. No, 4 cards. I need to spend an energy. I will spend that one. I will then ready. Okay, Han will get... Didn't really do anything, so he's going to kick back with those 5 and ready. Alright. threat. 1/2. Lord Bile activates against Luke and is scheming. He schemes for 2 + 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I've done it again. That first stage, I very rarely play 2 players. That first stage actually should have gone up to 16 + 4 is 20. I shouldn't be in stage 2 right now. I've just made it harder on myself for no reason. How dumb. What a dummy. Because I was just then, I was just like, oh my god, I've schemed out already. But I haven't schemed out. it needs to go to 10. Bloody hell. Anyway, and that was my obligation. That was Luke's obligation. He then activates against Han and will attack. I accidentally got rid of Smooth Talker, so I will be defending with Lando. He hits for... Oh, no. No. The barrier's still up. The barrier goes down! When defeated, each player gets a face-down boost card, which will be... Luke first. Then Han. And then the barrier goes. Boink. It's discarded. Now that was... Yeah, he activated, hit the barricade. It's now encounter card time. Luke. And then... Han. He gets an acceleration icon. He decked out. Alright, Luke first. Trooper. Gets shot by Han. And... Assault. He's in Alter Ego, so it surges into an undead infected ally that gets shot by Han. Han's cards are Trooper, gets shot. And then Crew Quarters. Each player must shuffle the top 3 cards of the discard pile into their deck. 1, 2, 3. Shuffled in. Return the topmost undead minion in the encounter discard pile to play engaged with you. Oh, I've got his 3. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle it in. The topmost undead. There is none. Hey, I worked out alright for a change. Alright. First player token goes across. And it is Han's go. Now we can actually do stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lando is going to remove 1 threat and bomb out. Surveillance team is going to remove 1 threat. And then Hands Physique is going to pay for boring conversation and remove 4 threat. I did remove everything, so I don't need to trigger the effect. Now. Alright. I can't use Life Debt because I don't have Chewy. So, let's use... Should I just trigger him to the next stage? He's still on stage 1. This is taking forever. Jeez. I don't know what to do here. Let's just knock him to the next stage, I think. Okay, Life Debt is going to use Shootout. Shootout is going to exhaust the gun to do 6 points of damage straight to his face. He gets knocked out. Goes to stage 2. He's now 1-4, so he gets dumber, but he gets more powerful. And the rest of it is the same. His hit points go back up to 30. Han and Ketsuo will then kill this dude. Ketsuo is still alive. I can't shoot out again because I have to exhaust a weapon. There's no point using the compartment. Okay, Luke. Luke. You really need to start doing some stuff. Rebel Heroics and Twin Heroes is going to pay for Ahsoka, who will draw you a card. Excellent. And then you know what? Han's gonna flip. He needs to heal. Desperately needs to heal. Which means Luke will flip to his hero form. Unflappable and Defiance will pay for Mind Probe. Do 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, and Confuse. Did Ahsoka give me a free card? Can't remember. It's too late now anyway. Then Luke will kill this dude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and overkill. So this guy actually no, Ahsoka will hit him first. So he only needs 2, and then Luke does 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with overkill. So 2 on him. And 4 onto 1, 2, 3, 4 onto him. Ahsoka takes the damage. Okay. That guy lives. Han gets 3 cards. Bad cards. They are bad cards. Oh, man. What a bummer. He'll be using his random card generator drawing thing ability for sure. And then readies. Luke gets 5 cards, so he gets the 3 from here, and then he gets shuffle and 2, and then readies, and you at the end of the turn he uses under surveillance to keep Ben in play. Okay. Bad guy 1, 2, and then accelerate. 1, 3. He activates against Han and is confused, and so nothing happens. He then activates against Luke and attacks. Ahsoka will defend. 4 plus 2 is 6. She gets annihilated. It's not even a competition. This guy attacks. I'm just going to take it on the chin, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take it. Yeah, no, I'm just going to take it. 1, 2. Then we get our encounter cards. 1, 2, and we get caught off guard. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. Upgrade or support you control. This one goes. And then Luke's is the experiment begins. When revealed, if you do not have an undead minion engaged with you, discard cards until you get one. Reveal it and put it into play. Discard until we get an undead minion. Nope. 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 Oh, jeez. Han shoots it. Oh no, he doesn't. He's not in hero form. Come on, Han. You're slacking off on the job, sir. That's the end of the encounter phase. Luke becomes the first player. You can't play Ketsuo because Ketsuo is in play over the other side. That really sucks. That's all he really wanted to do. That sucks a lot. So he's going to take out his frustrations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On this guy. He's just gonna kick the crap out of this dude. See you later. Search your deck for a force event. Okay, let's find a force event. That's a force event. That is a force event, and it's a cool one too. But that's an even better force event. So let's put this one back and this one back. Shuffle my deck. Put that into my hand. Because I'm now going to use Powering All of Us to play Force Training. Then I'm going to ready, and then I'm going to kick this guy in the face with my lightsaber. So I'm doing 6 points of damage with overkill. I had overkill on this guy as well, but I did 6. So he takes 3, dies, And then the other 3 goes on to him. Yeah. That was much better. And then I'm going to use his ability to shuffle this back into my deck. Okay. Let's go across to Han Solo. This guy is going to... First things first, I'm going to remove some threat. Blink. Blink. Off of that one. And then Power of Justice is going to put Plan B into play because I really can't do all that much. Let's use his ability. Discard a card. And draw a card. And the card I got. Oh, oh no! So when I had all those resources, 2, 3, 4, I could have gotten the Falcon out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just ridiculous. I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3. And then flip. And then I'm going to use the Falcon to pay for shootout and do 6 points of damage by exhausting this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sumo is going to hit for 2. 1, 2. And be exhausted. And then Plan B is going to hit for 2. It says random, but there's only 1 card left, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 2. So just did 10 points of damage. It's pretty good. He's done. So let's draw cards. I get 2. And I use an energy. Use the Force Luke to keep Ben in play, and then I'm ready. Han Solo is going to get 5. Got a smooth talker, which is good. And then ready. Villain phase 1, 2, 3 because of the acceleration token. He activates against Luke. Luke will use Heroic Rescue. Prevent all that damage. That's targeting me, so I don't need to exhaust, but I also don't get to draw a card. And it would have been 6 points of damage, but now I don't have to worry about that. Excuse me. He now targets Han. He is attacking. I'm going to use Heroic Rescue. Heroic Rescue says exhaust Luke. Prevent all of that damage. And then that character's controller draws a card. Sweet. So that prevented 6 points of damage. Alright. Encounter cards. Luke first. Then Han. Luke's card is The Hunger That Cannot End. When revealed, each undead enemy gets +2 attack. If there are no undead minions in play, discard cards in the encounter deck until an undead minion is discarded. Reveal it and put it in play engaged with you. Nope. 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 There we go. Comes into play. Han is in hero form, so he shoots him. Alright, Han's turn. Infected Trooper! Han's in hero form, so he shoots him. Beautiful. The first player token goes across. It is now my turn. Well, it's Han Solo's turn. I say my turn. They're both me. Threat reduced by 1 and boom. Gone. What's left? What can we do? How much threat's left? 4. I don't think we really need to worry. We need to do 10 points of damage. And Luke can do that pretty much on his own. So, let's just shoot him. Let's use clear the area to use boring conversation and remove that last 4 threat, just to be cheeky. And then let's use strength to put in enhanced awareness. I don't really need to, but why not? Yeah, let's just shoot him. He hasn't got guard. I'm just going to shoot him. 2, 3, 4. Take off 1 bullet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't even have to exhaust the gun. I just have to do it. Let's plan B. It's a random card. So let's do it. It is clear the area. So Smooth Talker goes back in. And plan B does 2 points damage. 1, 2. Alright, that's it. It's Luke's turn. Why is Luke exhausted? Oh, because he defended for heroic rescue. Oh, damn it. Oh, bloody hell. All my dreams down the gurgler. And he can't afford Katsuo now because he heroic rescued twice. Why can't you give me some resources? You're loaded, man. You are rich. I've got nothing. Although I can get a... Actually, you know what? I'll search for a force event. I don't even care what the force event is. I don't even care what it is. Be anything. Let's just go that one. And then shuffle. Put it in by hand. And then use Genius and that card that I just drew to bring out Katsuo, who I now can bring out, who will win the game for us. Attacks for 4. Boom! That's victory! Alright, so I've got to fix that card. So I've got to fix... got to fix this card that says recommended science sorcery. It has to be... It's mandatory. What's the word? What wording do they use? I'll have to check that out. And what I think I'll do with the undead troopers, the infected troopers, they say after infected troopers defeated, shuffle back into the encounter deck, right? Which is meant to mean because they're undead, right? They just come back to life. But what that means is he's not going to deck out all that fast, is he? Like if you keep getting a trooper, it goes back in. It reduces the amount of time that it's going to deck out. And decking out is what makes it difficult because you get your acceleration tokens, right? It's a real pain. So what I think I might say is if it's not defeated with excess damage, shuffle it back in. But if it's defeated with just enough, then discard it. And then it'll deck out slightly faster. So if it gets dealt excess damage, then it can die a true death. Yeah. So I'll change all the infected troopers. I think there's like 8 of them in there. I also need to fix that card that says just the word undead without the special font on it. Can't remember which one it is. It's not fear overwhelming. The experiment begins. There it is. Gotta fix that as well. Cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's Blackwing Resurrected. It's meant to be difficult. These guys didn't have that much of a problem. Han's a little bit more about shenanigans, whereas Luke's just straight up meant to defend for other people and also then just dish out the pain. I think they work pretty well. I think the Force Ghost Ben thing might be a little broken though. Because as long as you can keep him in play, +1 to all your stats, that's pretty good. I don't know why you get plus defense. I don't know why you would get plus attack and plus defense. Plus thwart makes sense because he helps you out mentally. So, yeah. I might have to rethink that a bit. There's no real reason for him to give you +1. Maybe he just generates a resource. Oh, but then he costs a resource. I'll have to rethink Force Ghost Ben, I think. It just doesn't make much thematic sense for him to give you plus attack and plus defense. It should really be about the thwarting. So, anyway. I'll have to think about that. But Ahan, I think, is pretty much good to go as is. I think he's pretty good. Wouldn't mind seeing in an aggression build. And maybe another way to ready would probably be handy. Yeah. Oh, Kai jumped on and then disappeared. Kai Eats Rice jumped on and said, "Good game," or GG. These young kids in their internet speak. GG was a fun but complicated module. Yeah, it is quite a bit complicated. You're right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. May the 4th be with you. To everybody who's watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, as always, smash that like button and please leave a comment. That'd be great. What did you like? What did you didn't like? Oh, he's there. He's still here. I was here at the middle part, but was still fun. Oh, that's good. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, if you're watching this on the YouTube, please leave a comment. Just let me know your thoughts. I'll make these changes that I've already thought of. I just need to rethink Ben. I think he's too powerful, but other than that, I think we're good. May the 4th be with you.